Good evening and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey for the crossover story. Now we did attempt this last night and it went badly wrong due to an issue that I hadn't allowed for. So we originally last night streamed Genshin Impact. It was about 20 minutes in until we got the notification that the servers were going down for maintenance for 5 hours. So we thought we'd jump over to Odyssey and swap around the evening streams. I hadn't allowed for the fact that after lots of toing and throwing and actually finding my Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because I believed I had it on disc, which I didn't, it was a digital one, but it's on my other account. Yeah, there was lots of toing and throwing. I just believed we could load it in, happy days, off we go. And I very quickly found out I needed to have every DLC loaded as well. And for obvious reasons, they weren't. So we had a 10-minute failed attempt at doing this last night. So, tonight is our proper attempt. I have tested this to a point, so I've got to this point before and been able to do what we need to do. The mission is there. Talk to the Cruz Barker. I'm assuming that's the correct mission. Obviously, as always, we go into these things blind. So, hopefully, this will work. That's kind of my hope and my thinking. If it doesn't, I apologise now, but I'm hoping it should do. I don't see why it won't. Massive thank you to those that joined us this morning for Assassin's Creed Revelations. We're very close to finishing, and tomorrow evening stream is Assassin's Creed Revelations. We're going to start the DLC for Revelations tomorrow evening. We haven't quite got all the trophies for the main game yet, but a couple of them I think are going to be like the tank mission in Brotherhood. They're going to be a bit of a grind. I did put in the Discord earlier, and I haven't made a final decision yet. But I feel like we should probably do what I'm doing with Brotherhood, and I have to spend my own time to try and finish it. Because I don't want you guys watching me grind the same mission over and over again. I don't think that's fair on you guys, and I don't think it's good to do that, if that makes sense. So I'm just also checking out my sound. There we go. So yeah, because of that, that is my consideration. So any comments about that, greatly appreciated in the Discord, just so I'm kind of figuring out what we're going to do in that regard. Yeah, I'm in two minds. I don't know what the right thing to do is. It's a tricky one. That's the thing. Just because I don't want you guys to sit there bored watching me repeat the same mission over and over again, especially when there's no checkpoint restart. You have to do the whole mission from scratch, which can take time, can take quite a while. That's the big thing. So there's a few things to consider. Like I said, I did put a post in the Discord to see what people think. I still need to finish Brotherhood because I need to do that one mission that's caused me an issue, but it's so long-winded to get to the point that causes an issue. Well, after 2 attempts, you kind of think, well, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm fed up. And when you're fed up, you're never going to do well at something. You're not going to succeed. So it's something I've got to play with and try and figure out. And I can see Revelations being along similar lines. The majority of the trophies are fairly simple, but we do need the DLC trophies for the Platinum anyway. So I just thought tomorrow evening, 2-hour stream, it's ideal to have a look at the DLC. But here we are. We are in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So, for those that aren't aware, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, we actually platinumed this last April. We did all the DLCs, got the Platinum as well, all trophies are complete. And then they added the crossover story in, and we've done the crossover in Valhalla. Only because that game we still had, because we're still doing more with that. And there's a new DLC coming out for that in March. Odyssey I'd already deleted off. I'd kept the save file, but I'd deleted the game off to free up space. And then I had the whole predicament of not knowing what had happened to the game. Big issue, long story. But we found it. We sorted that out. But now here's the thing. The crossover story begins in Odyssey. We are going to have a slight issue this evening as well with Odyssey, because I don't know how it works. So in Valhalla, Cassandra, the other person you can play as, met Ivor. We didn't play as Cassandra, we played as Alexios. So I don't know how that changes things in that regard. Will we be Alexios in the crossover, or will we be Cassandra? I'm hoping also the crossover will answer some questions. Now, I haven't touched anything from how we left it, so this is after we finished the game and the DLCs. Inventory-wise, we have the Staff of the Dicases, and we have the Isu Forged Warrior's Blade, and the Cursed Bow of Hades. We've got 80 max level armour. I think that's the max level, to be fair. I don't think there's anything higher than that. Which is all Isu armour. This is what we had. If this gives us any weapons or armour, we will use those. More than happy for that. I'm trying to think what the buttons are, will be the first thing. Because I've not played since April. Got to remember the buttons. But we're just going to do a little light sparring. I need to figure out buttons. Okay, so that's dodge, sneak, bow, big attack, small attack. That's our abilities. That's abilities with the bow. Perfect. Change weapons. As I say, we'll change weapons quite happily if we obtain new ones. But here we are. We did do a review of Odyssey if you're interested in the review section as well. If I find stuff, I'm going to pick it up. We don't need it, but I feel like I'm one of those. If I see something that's there, we'll pick it up and keep it. But yeah, if you haven't played Odyssey and are thinking about it, we did do a review of what we thought. And it's some honest thoughts after playing the game and exploring every inch the game has to offer. I will say, the map is fantastic. The map is massive. But yeah, we've explored everything there is to do. If you wanted to go back for replayability, there are other stuff you can do. Like you can keep taking part in the big battles and stuff. But for us, it's done. The story's finished, apart from this new bit. So the new mission, the crossover story, begins in Catalonia, which is where you first meet Alexios or Cassandra when you first start the game. And we are back there. The last time we were here is when we did the review. That's how long it's been. And as part of it, we have to go and talk to the cruise barker. So let's go and find out what we need to do here. Do you know what? It's really nice to be back in ancient Greece. I enjoyed the game when we played it. I know people dislike the game for various reasons. I really enjoyed the game though. And I felt like the story probably wasn't as strong as other Assassin's Creeds. But other than that, the game was a really good one. Lots of exploration, lots to do. But here we are. Let's be.
Sail away! Find your bliss on Corfu! Boats leaving daily!
New content unlocked. Okay, hang on a second. So I don't know what quest we need to do for this. That's saying the new quest has now been added. It's not. It's still as it is, but that's fine. New content unlocked quest. Those who are treasured has been added to your game. You may need to progress in the story before it becomes available. That's fine. Let's talk to the lady and see what she tells us. I don't know who we're going to be.
Care to visit paradise, Mystios?
Paradise? Does the boat go to Elysium?
Oh, to Corfu Island. A land with no work and all play. A vacation destination.
Vacation? What's that?
Oh, a state of mind where your only responsibility is to get much-needed rest. It's a new concept.
It does sound tempting.
There are no clearer waters than off the coast of Corfu.
How about soldiers, criminals, people? That's why I really need a break from.
If there are, they're too busy relaxing. Can I interest you in today's passage?
Okay, I'm going to do the same. I haven't, for some reason, Discord isn't working the way it should and hasn't put that I'm live on Discord. So bear me a second. I've just spotted the issue. I don't know why it hasn't gone on Discord. It normally does. But yeah, so currently we're still Alexios. Obviously, it may make things a bit confusing with Ivor
It's just what I need.
and Valhalla. By the
Vacation.
sounds of it, it's a new
For a
map,
couple of days.
which we had
At least.
with
Aha,
Valhalla.
then
It was the Isle
step
of Skye.
aboard. Your next destination, bliss.
So I'm assuming it's along them lines. New island, new smaller map, a lot smaller than Odyssey's normal map, I'm assuming. But there are some questions I have from Valhalla in terms of how Cassandra or Alexios. It's going to be Cassandra because that's the main person. That's the canon character. We chose to be Alexios because we always focus on a character as ourselves. The choices we make are based on what we would do. So I have some questions regarding her appearance in Valhalla, and I haven't really voiced them questions because I wanted to see if Odyssey answered them. That's kind of my big thing. Will Odyssey answer these questions? Load screens haven't got any quicker, I say. That's something that is... It's a pattern emerging with later Assassin's Creed games, I'm finding. But I'm interested to see where it takes us. Obviously, the rumour is the next crossover story will be Origins. The weird thing about it is I know they did it with Valhalla because obviously Valhalla is the current... So I'm sorry, the Sky Sports News popped up. Is the current game and they're adding to it, I get that. But it means she would have gone to Origins first. She would have gone to Egypt. But isn't that where her daughter was taken? So how does that work? I'm curious how they're going to do it. So 6 months later, we're on the Corfu Island. And it looks like Alexios is living the life of luxury.
If he's not here, Valhalla, we may as well give up.
If I have not given up on reading your manuscript on the great varieties and tastes of the Aha, on the roof door.
Malaka.
Alexios, what are you doing out there?
What does it look like? I'm on vacation.
You've been in the sun too long. You're more bronze than an urn. Come down here.
Nonsense. I'm taking in the air. Much needed rest. Okay, bye.
What if I told you a mythical treasure awaits, huh? What say you there?
Nothing I haven't heard before.
Well, but an expert like you will find it in no time. The Adrestia needs a tune-up, and I could use the drachmi. Help an old friend.
Right. For old time's sake.
So this holiday he was meant to be on for a couple of days
Alright.
turned into 6 months.
Just keep your heat-ons on.
As I say, there's going to be some confusion because obviously in Valhalla it was Cassandra. It looks like we're going to stick with Alexios because that's who we played as in Odyssey. Which isn't an issue, it's just got to remember, it doesn't matter who the character is, it's the same story.
What's all this about treasure?
Only the most exciting thing to happen to you in ages.
I've had enough excitement for a lifetime.
This was the last
He's got a
place
point, we
thought
probably
to
haven't
look
enough
for you,
excitement for a lifetime to be fair.
What
Thanks
have
for the
you
like
been
and those
doing
much, appreciate it.
all on your own?
Nothing, dear Herodotus. And I've had the time of my life. Napping in
Good
the
evening,
day, stargazing
Adita, how are
at
you?
night,
Hopefully I've said your
and
name
as much
correctly.
wine as I
Apologise
can
if I haven't.
That's quite a
But how are you this evening?
The old Alexios, maybe. But the new Alexios has never felt better.
Not retiring, are you?
He might as well be retired because he went for a 2-day holiday that turned to 6 months. I wish I could retire, there's too much left to be done. So we always try and answer the questions as we would answer them. And I think he's probably wanting to retire now. He's had 6 months of relaxation and it looks like he's favoured that lifestyle, which is quite good. So I think I wish I could retire.
If only that were an option. No more trouble, no more fighting. I wonder if that's even possible.
I've Never seen you with a face so sour. Come on now. Everybody loves treasure.
I'm not really in the mood. I'm a little preoccupied.
Not in the mood. Now you're definitely not acting
It's
like
definitely a
yourself.
weird
And
Alexios
what's
to
so
see.
bad about that? I'm fine. Really. I just needed to be alone for a while. To think about what's become of my life and to get away from everyone.
The only thing I will say
No offense.
is you can tell
None
that what he's
taken.
saying, it should be
It's
Cassandra.
true.
That's an
The
obvious
burdens you've carried have been heavy.
thing that's...
If anyone
It's obvious
can
to see straight
shoulder
off the
them,
bat.
it's Alexios. You just need a little distraction from the weight. Say you'll do it. Come on the hunt. For the Adrestia. For me.
All right. We'll hunt for treasure. To put some drachmi in your pocket.
That's
The thing
our
is, the amount of
Alexios.
drachma we've got from when we did finish the game,
loot will be enough for a whole new ship.
we could pay him off and say, see you later, there's drachma, off you go.
Delicate linens woven by goddesses, ancient scrolls, one-of-a-kind wares from a far-off land.
Let's not get too carried away, Barnabas.
Oh, right, I won't spoil any surprises. You'll find clues around the island that will lead to treasures beyond imagination.
If it's so legendary, I'm surprised no one's found it yet.
They've tried for hundreds of years.
I was going to say less than that.
Less than that, but no one has discovered it. Not until we do today.
We'll see. The only thing this island has a lot of is sand and pirates. I'll go get my gear.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that should be spoken by Cassandra. It's not the way he would normally speak. So, new region discovered, the shores of the Drapani. Good evening, Cass. How are you? Thanks for the like, with much appreciated. New quest, no rest for the Mystios. We'll have a quick look on the map, see what the map looks like. What's the crossover nodes going to be like? Well, that's what I'm curious about. I will say off the bat, the entrance we've just had, which is where Alexios... So what you've just missed, basically, Alexios has gone on holiday for 2 days. That turned into 6 months. He's had a bit of wine, and he's got himself a bit drunk and used to the relaxed lifestyle. And now Barnabas has come up and said about this mystery artifact on the island of Corfu, which I think is quite cool. And the one thing I will say is the conversation between Barnabas and Alexios sounds like it should be said by Cassandra. Off the bat, straight away, you know that's not made for him. It's made for Cassandra, which is weird, but we'll let it go. Good evening, Kathy. How are you? Hope you're well. So we've just done the opening scene. We're on Corfu. They've arrived to see Alexios enjoying the wine and his vacation. And we need to go and retrieve our gear. That's what we need to go and do. It feels like an age. We finished this in April. And that seems such a long time ago now. Please, oh please tell me Bayak's not going to be in this. This takes place... No, of course Bayak's not going to be in this. Cassandra, or the next crossover story, is meant to be Origins, from what I know. But yeah, no, Bayak will not be in this. Good, I'm glad you're good. I know you dislike the narrative, I know this. What's your opinion of Watch Dogs, Cass? No, he's not in this one. But like I say, the sounds of it, they are going to make Cassandra go to Origins next. Like I said, the one thing I've noticed straight off the bat that seems odd is everything Alexios is saying with Barnabas sounds like it should be said by Cassandra. Which, because we chose Alexios as our character, obviously they've kind of made it just for the canon character, which I understand. This is the hideout. Look at the 2 flags. So this is Alexios' hideout.
With all my old things here, I was starting to forget about them.
So this is where
All
it
the
placed
people I've met.
everything in
They follow me
storage.
around, physically and in my head.
Oh, you're not a fan of 2 and Legion? Well, I mean, I've just started doing Watch Dogs #1. My other half got an amazing deal. All 3 games for £19. Obviously, I need the whatchamacallit. I need the season passes. But other than that, I'm doing them in episodes though, rather than a live stream, because we've got enough going on live stream wise. Let's interact.
If you want the opposite of a vacation, try Sparta.
I like the fact he's talking about his gear. That's quite interesting.
Time to get back in shape.
Have I just missed walking around his whole hideout because we picked his gear up straight away? No. So obviously we've got all the gear. New outfit. The overprotective hat. And his getaway garb. Oh nice. I want to actually have a look around his little hideaway, because I'm curious to what else he will say about different things. Spartan shield, he said, if you want anything other than a vacation, try Sparta. So I'm curious if he's going to say anything else about his little hideaway where all his gear is. Interact.
I can't look at the spear without thinking of Brasidas.
Okay, interesting. That's quite cool. Can't look at a spear without thinking of Brasidas. I like that. It's a nice little touch. Okay, is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else to interact with, I don't think. Let's have a look. What's up here? Lots of loot around. Loot's one thing we don't need, but I will pick it up anyway. Alright, what's this interaction?
I haven't looked at this letter since Biardus sent it to me. Months ago.
Okay, letter from Biardus. This is the character I couldn't stand when we played Odyssey. Dear sweet Mystios, where have you gone? It's just not the same without you here. I hope you haven't gone forever. I want you to come back. And come often. Surely you understand me. You've always had a way with me. You know, yours, Biardus. I like that. He's definitely meant for Cassandra, but you can play as if Alexios if you played the main story, aren't you? That's the thing. But yeah, you can tell everything he's saying should be Cassandra saying it, not Alexios. That's the weird thing. But I understand the reasons for it, so it's not an issue. In a similar way, the main character in the entire Watchtower storyline is a guy named Aidan Pierce. The other main characters don't matter since they don't offer a lot. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I know Legion doesn't have a main character to control everyone. Someone called her Cass and you hated that. I kind of get your point. To watch you play Alexios, you play Cassandra. I'm assuming everything that's said will be the exact same. Because so far it makes sense in that regard. But I like his interactions. I like what he's saying about some of the gear that he's left in his hideout. Because that's quite an interesting... It's his view. Right, we've got to destroy these training dummies. By the looks of things. One done. Obviously we're using the gear we picked up from the last DLC. If we find new gear within this, we will use it.
Let's see about these
but
clues.
This is what we ended with, so this is what we'll start with. But yeah, interesting, he made himself a little hideout with all his gear stashed, all his mementos. Quite interesting. But yeah, it'd be interesting for you, obviously, Kathy, like you say, you played as Cassandra, so that'd be an interesting one for you. Just to see if you notice any differences. Because I think you're going to pick up on them a lot more than I will because of that. Okay, picked up some shoes we don't want. There we go. So yeah, anything you think is different, let me know, Kathy, because it'd be an interesting one. I'm just glad we've got an evening stream that's working compared to last night. Last night was horrendous. Playing as Alexios just feels weird to me since most of your outfits are skirts. Doesn't make sense how in the past so many warrior men would want to get it on with another mercenary. Yeah, I know what you're saying. The skirts, though, I can't remember what it was. I remember learning about what you call a skirt. They're not known as a skirt, I'm sure. But there was a reason they wore them, and I can't remember what it was. But there was a reason for that attire. And why it was popular, but I can't for the life of me remember what it is. Okay, we've got to go back to Barnabas, who convinced us to come out of retirement, or holiday, whichever way you want to look at it, and help him. Right, can he... It's so weird playing Alexios again, it really is. Go for a quick swim on the way. Right, where is he? He's over there. Okay, let's see. Oh, I see. Barnabas now decides to take a little break after not being happy with us being away for a while. Oh yeah, last night was not my night at all.
Very intriguing, riveting clues are waiting for you.
Barnabas, careful.
What? Too much?
So not sure where to go. I'll help, for your sake. To find the tablet, go look near the lake. Okay. So we have the first treasure hunt. So let's have a look at the map. Good evening, gaming. How are you? Thank you for the like. That's much appreciated. But yeah, I know what you mean, Cass. I do understand. Okay, we have obviously got a viewpoint there. So the tablet can be found at Lake... Oh, this is where I can't pronounce things again, isn't it? Cataraction. Don't know. I'm hoping I'm correct. So where's the lake? It can be found north of the southern Watchtower. Well, that's helpful because I don't know where any of them are. So I think let's go to the viewpoint first. It could be here, to be honest. We'll go to the first viewpoint and see if that helps us find it. And we'll see how this goes. Combat may be a bit iffy to start with. I apologise in advance. You unlocked a gene from Mondstadt Ingestion Impact. It's kind of weird because every time I get a 5-star from a wish, Ingestion players told me that it was a bad 5-star. Really? Okay. It helped protect family jewels. That's what it says. Chinglun. Okay. My pronunciation was completely off then. Why is it a bad 5-star though? Considering Jin can basically solo every boss in the game. When I unlock her, I hear people saying she's not good. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Was it a bit more jealousy though than anything else, Cass? Right, so this is the Southern Watchtower. So we found a location that we can use as a reference point. There is obviously a mystery to our right. As usual, we'll investigate everything, look at everything. It's interesting that it's a new individual map for the game. So we can synchronise the viewpoint, that's a good start. So very similar to Valhalla in regards to the map being different. There's a note here, letter. Think I've finally figured it out. The stranger on Corfu is a Spartan spy, so they're obviously talking about us. Why else would they come here of all places? Because a lady at the docks told us we could get away on a holiday? But something's amiss. Their eagle's always in the air surveying the land, while the stranger just wanders the beach, drinking and eating like there's no tomorrow. Even more strange, I saw them jump off a cliff and land in a haystack with no injury. Not one! The others at the lake think I'm crazy, but I know what I saw. I'm going to prove them wrong and experiment on my own. Maybe I'll fly just like the stranger's eagle. Okay, I've got a feeling we're going to find a body nearby. Would be my guesstimation. Because I've got a feeling the guy jumped. We'll find out in a second, I'm sure. How are you then, gaming? It does sound like that letter, they're taking the mickey out. Ubisoft are taking the mickey out of themselves a little bit. Which isn't a bad thing. Right, I'm curious to where this guy is. There, we can see the body from here. So we're going to land in the haystack and we'll have a look at this body. I do like when they do these little things that all add in together. We've seen it on other Assassin's Creed as well. It's not just this one. But while we're here, it can be found north of the sub. So I think that may be the lake there, possibly. We'll find out in a second. But yeah, I do like when they're taking the mickey out of themselves for things like that. Jumping down into a haystack without any injuries. Yeah, so there he is. I think he broke a few bones on his way down, or when he hit the floor, because he obviously missed the haystack. Trying to copy us. Nice deer over there. Bike's father invented a leap of faith. That letter was someone doing a leap of faith in Odyssey. Yes, you're going to say at this point the leap of faith doesn't exist, aren't you? And if it was, like you say, if it was created in Origins, Bayek's father, it would have been after this. So in theory, that dive shouldn't exist. Leap of faith shouldn't be there. But then we've been doing it the whole time as well, though, haven't we? So it's one of those. But I get what you're saying. Right, this is the lake we're looking for. And there's enemies here. I'm assuming I can't just walk in. We'll find out in a second. If I have to fight...
Don't come any closer.
Kill the captain, find the ancient tablet, loot treasure. Now, we can go in all secretive and assassin style, or we can just walk through the door. I don't know what level the enemies will be at. I'm going to have to get used to the controls. I fancy just walking through the gate, which isn't very unlike me, but I am thinking about it. New SC fans say, I'm sure someone jumped off a high spot before, but that just doesn't apply since the leap of faith is special to Bayek and his family. Okay.
For the gods! I'll tear you to shreds.
The problem is I'm still using the gear from when we finished the game, so obviously we are going to be a bit overpowered, although the enemy are 82. So the enemy aren't that lower level than us, to be fair. I see, I don't know about that. Well, if you're going to stand there and take it...
This must be the first clue.
So this will be a little bit easy for us. But that was kind of to be expected when you've completely finished the game. Okay, I'm just looking if there's anything else to pick up before we go and find this clue. We've got to find the ancient tablet. We didn't kill him though, we only knocked him out, which is interesting. Alright, what have we got here? Loot the treasure, perfect. Anything else in the tent? Couple of bits and pieces. Camera went a bit funny there. Perfect. Okay, tablet is actually down there, I can see it. It's come up, it's on the edge. Let's go and get the tablet. This is our clue then. Somebody's saying, I'm sure someone made KFC for Colonel Sanders. I'm hungry now, let me eat some KFC while I watch this. It's not sponsored. No, that's really good, Cass. I like that. Right.
Wait, who wrote this? Messy like it was scrawled on a bobbing ship. Just like the hand of Varnavas.
None of it's true.
Legendary treasure, eh? Seems more like Varnavas and Herodotus thought I was on vacation too long. Those two. All right, boys. Where do you want me to go next?
I've just read the top left. So it seems like Barnabas didn't want us to have a holiday go any longer than 6 months, our vacation. That was meant to be 2 days and turned into 6 months. And he's planted this quest as a way of getting Alexios/Cassandra back into the swing of things. So, the captain and the Cyclops. Greece, Corfu. Tortured by a Cyclops and almost drowned in a pot. This great captain befriended you, pledged his life, his ship and his crew. Travel northwest, in the village where I rest. You will find me in the jar, and in the goats, not. So we've got to go northwest. We've got to find a pot filled with water in Alios village, and a goat should be present. I'm liking the humour. Why did it say Barnabas instead of Barnabas? Well, I used to say Barnabas, and now I've started saying Barnabas. But I don't know, to be fair. I don't know how it's meant to be said, and my pronunciation, I can't ever say anything about anyone else's, because mine is horrendous. Right, we're heading to the village. I'm assuming we're heading the right way. But I like the fact they're taking the mickey out of themselves. So northwest is there. That's where we're heading. But yeah, taking the mickey out of themselves, the Cyclops, the goat, the eyeball, if you're not au fait with what happened with the Cyclops. His eye ended up in a goat, and we had to kill the goat to get the eye back. That was a weird one. Talking of goats, they were the ones that's wandering off there. But yeah, so far the humour is really good. I'm hoping that carries on. There was a little bit of humour in Valhalla when we did the crossover story, but it wasn't ever so present like it is here. Right, so this is the village. We're looking for a pot. A field pot and a goat. And Barnabas should be here as well. Why is there a Spartan
Actors
soldier?
playing pirates. Nice touch. Those two outdid themselves.
Leave this place, Mistios.
So he thinks the pirates aren't real. He thinks they're played by actors.
Go away.
But yet they're pirates. They're dressed as Spartans, strangely. Right, can we see a pot with a goat? There's a goat. Where's my... Ah, there's a pot. I think I found my next clue.
What did you find there, Mistios?
Oh, I'm now being attacked. I wanted to read it.
Let's make this a good fight.
We'll have to read it in a second. Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of the Isu technology involved because obviously we've finished the game and this is what we're wearing until we find new stuff. I'm still struggling a little bit with the controls, to be fair. I've also noticed that's the first person we've actually killed. In fact, we're not killing anyone. Everyone's kind of going down to their knee. Thanks for the like, I much appreciate it.
Have you all acted before?
He actually honestly thinks they're actors. They're dressed as Spartans. Are they actors or are they pirates? Yeah, they're pirates. I didn't even get a chance to read the note. Wasn't expecting that. Fun fact, Victoria Atkin and Dan Janot were having a debate, voice actor of AV Syndicate and Arno Unity, on who was the better voice actor, and Roger Craig Smith Ezio just enters their chat and says, hello, and the debate ends right there. That's nice. So I think they're proper pirates. Thanks for the like, that's much appreciated.
Oh, what do I know?
The treasure. Don't lie. You were sniffing around.
So they're looking for the treasure that we believe is false.
We'll find it first. Mark my words.
Because we think Barnabas has set us up.
That wasn't a play fight.
There's no playing with those kinds of riches are at stake.
But those clues were written by Herodotus and Barnabas, weren't they?
What clues?
What?
What? How do you know about the letter of the treasure hunter?
Wait. Let's start over. There's very real treasure on Corfu Island, isn't there?
Don't matter. Not when you'll never see it. You'll be locked in there for the rest of your miserable days.
We'll see about that.
So Alexios / Cassandra has now realised it wasn't quite as it came across. It wasn't all fake. Right, how are we getting out? That's how we get out. We just break the door. You'd think they'd have guards, surely. They have got a guard. Come on then. Oh, this is a big guy. We barely hurt him, but we've hurt him a little bit. There's a voice actor, no fact voices. Voices Sonic the Hedgehog, really? Oh wow. These guys pack a punch. By the way, I've just noticed we need our gear. Because we just lost half our health really quickly. I'm desynchronized. Okay. Reload a late save, it should be an auto save. That was my fault. I'm still getting used to controls again. We've got no armour either, and these guys pack a punch, as we just found. So we'll try this again. You're having an issue hearing them? Yeah, bear with me a second. Then once we go back in, I'll turn the volume up. I didn't know why it's so low.
No.
Okay. Bear with me a second. That one. Sound. Music's off. Voice volume's full. I don't quite understand why you're having an issue hearing it then. I can't actually turn it up anymore. That's as high as it goes. Sound effects is maxed. The only thing that's off is music, which is really weird. You think both game and voice volume is low? That's a bit weird. See, my volume on my headset that I'm speaking through is at its normal range, and there, the sound volume of the game is as high as it can go. I can't go any higher. It's really weird, you're all having a struggle with the same thing. I don't quite understand why. So I can turn my volume up, but I can't do anything with the game volume, strangely. That's a bit weird. Did you have an issue this morning, Cass, when you jumped in the stream this morning? But you can't hit the game? Yeah, that's weird. I can't actually turn anything up. They're all on max. I can put the music back on. I don't know if that will maybe that has an issue. I turned it down this morning when I tested that it all worked again. I don't know if that's going to have an issue because I turned the music down. You can hear the game, but it's low. So audio dynamic range is on full currently. Determines the amplitude between the loudest and quietest sound. Selecting full it ensures a large range. So the loud sounds sound loud and the quiet sounds sound quiet. And night ensures a smaller range. So there's not as much difference between the noises. I was barely able to hear you. The game volume's low. No, what we've had an issue is when I've played around with settings on the headphones, which is fine. But I don't understand the game being an issue. Unless the update changed something. But I don't know what. See, medium. Okay, let's go back in for a second. Obviously, put the music back on. With the music back on, is that any better? Obviously, for me, because I've got headphones on, it's gonna sound louder anyway. Go into party chat and change the microphone volume to non-party. I'm not in party chat. I don't play in a party, so I don't use party chat when I stream. Unless you're suggesting start a party and do it that way. But that's a bit weird. I don't mind giving it a go. It was already on full dynamic. Let's have a look. It was on full dynamic. That's what we loaded in as. Unless we can change that. All I've done is turned the music volume up to see if that makes a difference. To wait until they talk. Okay. It's slightly better now. It was already on full. I turned the music volume up. So whether that makes a difference, let's escape. Even if we die again, I'm not fussed. Let me know. I'll keep quiet and let me know if you can hear anything.
That was a better death than you deserved.
Sounds slightly better. Okay, what I'll do, I turned the music up, so the music determined that. So do you want me to turn the music up a little bit more? I'm more than happy to turn the music back up a little bit. I turned it off. I don't remember if we had it off when we streamed it. Well, I turned it off today because generally that's what causes issues with YouTube. I can get round the issue, so it's not a massive issue. No. So I'm happy to turn it back up.
My gear?
Still low. Okay, bear with me a second. I'll turn the music back up to full. I'm not worried. We had an issue where they tried to copyright our playthrough of Guardians of the Galaxy. I just appealed it and they let me have it. So I don't mind appealing if they do something. So music volume is now back to 100%. Hopefully that makes a difference. I'm actually going to try not to die this time as well. Sounds louder for me as well, actually. Just by turning up that. I'm running for my gear. I need armour. These guys are tricky with no armour. Go away. Oh, how am I dead again? Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's connected, isn't it? Volume's better now. So me turning down the music volume caused the issue, which I didn't realise would be an issue. It's just a natural thing I do now is turn off music. Much better. Okay, so it's a music issue. So there must be, like you say, they must be connected. Right, we need to run for the gear. Remember to hold down triangle to loot. Otherwise we're going to keep getting killed. I think that's 3 times now.
No. Where is my gear?
Right. I wanted to run, but that was obviously doesn't equal run. I'm running. Right, we need to get a gear because we're going to get killed otherwise. There we go, gear's back. I'm not normally a fan of all the sparks and things, but for this minute, since we struggled to beat these guys without our gear, I'll take it. So yeah, a bit of a run for the gear there, kind of is the only way around it. Okay, don't try and defend. Right, we're not dying this time, we're actually going to succeed. Right, Jada's notes. What's some new engravings as well? No one can read the stupid thing, but the letter was written by the hunter himself. Keep it in the settlement until it's deciphered, and keep your noses in the sand until the treasure's found. That was the jailer's notes. So we're looking for a letter. We've got a new knife. So we are going to change our weapons, because I want to see what the weapons have added. So we'll change our weapons, because we gained a new one. I think it's worth changing for that. And it also gets rid of some of the flashing from the Isu stuff. So, there it is. Enemies at weapons level or below can always be assassinated, but health capped at 25%. Okay, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to take it, because I've just seen what the engraving does. So is that capping our health? I think that's capping our health, isn't it, at 25%, from what that reads. The food tastes good though. I'm glad you're enjoying your food. Oh yeah, if you're hungry, it always tastes good, doesn't it? So the way I'm reading that is that will cap our health at 25%. Is the way I'm reading that. Which if that's the case, I don't really want to use it. Unless I'm reading that wrong. If anyone knows otherwise, I'm going to hold off. It's going to drop our warrior damage down by quite a bit as well, but I'm not worried about that. To me, that's going to cap our health at 25%. So I know I wanted to try these things, but I may hold off. So I want to see what the other letter is we found, because we found a second letter, didn't we? And we didn't get a chance to read it, and I kind of want to know what it said. That's this side. So this is Jada's notes. This one, treasure hunt hint. Not sure where to go. I'll help for your sake. To find the tablet, go look near the lake. Okay, so the letter. No, that's not the right one. Where's this letter we got from Protect Yourself? I was trying to find the one that we found in... No, we've done that one. So I was trying to find the one that we found in the pot, but obviously it's not showing up. The armour is these boots we got that are no good to us. Breastplate will be the holiday gear, and hat will be this hat over here. It's actually quite a good hat. 99% sunburn resistance. It's not a bad hat, to be honest. I like that. Don't use that weapon before, and it lets enemies one-shot kill you. Yeah, that's what I kind of assumed. Capping your health. Normally, there's a name for the weapons that do that, isn't there? I can't remember what the word is, but there is a name for it. Don't really need to pick everything up where I am. So, right, the letter can be found in the south of the shores of Japani. It can be found on the southern coast. It's in the Lestikos settlement. Okay, so where are we now? I'm assuming we're moving over this side. We're kind of crisscrossing the island, aren't we? So, is there a way out of here? No. Okay, that's fine. We'll go this way. But yeah, we seem to be crisscrossing the island. Cursed weapons. That's what I was thinking of. That's generally what cursed weapons did, wasn't it? Was lower your health, but gave really strong benefits. So I can hear something chiming. I don't know if I'm just hearing things or it's... I don't know if it's something real or what. Okay. Let's crisscross the island again. To the next town. So, Barnabas hasn't set the clues, as we first thought, by the sounds of it. There was a little bit more going on. The pirates that Alexios fought actors weren't actors, they were pirates. But we have managed to escape finally. Why don't you wear the demigod set? It's the best, at least I make so. Because we're using the armour we got from the last DLC, which was Atlantis. Oh, good news. When I went on vacation during December, I found a vape shop and filled all your vape juices. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, because you can't buy them where you are, can you? Alright, it's cool, Icarus. Lots of enemies. We can just walk in. But yeah, the reason we're not wearing that set is because we're wearing the armour we had from the last DLC. That's the reason. I was hoping we'd find new stuff and wear that, but I'm not wearing the sunburn hat. Alright, 2 captains. I've just walked straight into this. Okay, this may have been a mistake. We'll find out. I don't like being this strong because it does get boring, but it's not a one-shot kill still. We still have to work for it. Which means it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I expected us to be strong though. Right, 1 captain down. We've got some new armour. We could take all our armour off and use stuff we find quite happily. Obviously, I would rather it was stuff we could actually work well for us, but... Right, he's down. I think if it's legendary, that's what we did in Odyssey when we played it. Anything legendary we'd change to. Obviously not the sunburn hat though. Okay, what else do we still need to do here? There's still a captain. We've got a free captain, 2 treasures. What else is here then? So there's stuff this way. Our main target is in there. What do we got? There's a chest over there. Another enemy. We can just walk in and fight though. I know when we played normally, we'd always pick our battles a bit more, but we are at that point where we could just walk in. I'm looking for another captive. Should be nearby. There, okay. I think we've highlighted everything up. You should use that 1 skill. Yeah, your vape was out of juice, yes, I do remember. And you said you couldn't buy any more, could you? Use the 1 skill where that you assassinate enemies. Oh yes, forgot all about that. That's what I mean. It's been that long. I forgot all about skills, like the assassination one. We'll try that now. Completely forgot about all these things. Okay, so I think it's an I think it's X. But we didn't kill him. But yeah, I forgot all about that skill, to be fair. He's dead. Right, let's free the prisoner. Got to remember to use skills again. Definitely got to remember that. Okay. Can we not mark him up from here? No, obviously not. Can now. They're not dying with it, so it doesn't. We can't multiply it because they don't die from one hit. So the enemies have got harder to allow for our level, by the sounds of it. Come here. Poison me. Okay. I'm trying to clear the location before we go and get the last bit that we need from here. So there's a chest over this way. There's some captives to free as well. It was never going to be a difficult mission, was it? Considering we're end game. It was always going to be a little bit easy, so I kind of understand that. But at least that teleportation assassination isn't a one-hit kill. Right, there is one more captive to do. I don't know where he is. Where have I missed the captive? Did I mark him up and just not go there? Yeah, he's over there. Okay, I found him. I'm not worried about being seen. I'm happy to fight. Yeah, you can, as long as you kill him though. If you don't kill him when you do it, you can't chain it. And the enemies don't die in one hit. So by the looks of it, we can't one-hit kill. We can't use it as effectively as we did previously. Right, final treasure.
Here we are. It's in Greek, but also not. Hope Herodotus can read this.
Okay. So we've got to return to Barnabas and Herodotus to get them to decipher the letter we've just found. So what we'll do... They're nearby, according to that. How are they nearby? Okay, we'll climb out, we'll get out, and then we'll... I was going to fast travel to the Watchtower, but this says they're nearby, so I don't need to. Strangely. There's a person at your workplace. Keep doing enemy camps. Doing enemy camps are more fun in Valhalla than in Odyssey. Yeah, Odyssey got a bit easy, didn't it, after a while? That was the big thing. There's a person at your workplace who's Norse. It's funny because I think I'm the only one who knows he was Norse. I read his name. Oh, really? Oh, wow. That's bad they didn't even bother asking him, though. You'd think someone new at your workplace, people want to actually talk to him and find out where he's from. Okay, here they are. Just because it's shining at me. Right, let's find out what's going on. Because obviously there was more to this than meets the eye when we was originally told about it.
I suppose now you'll tell me your treasure hunt wasn't real?
Barnabas thought you needed some more adventure.
So the treasure hunt wasn't real.
I know you. You're just like me. You live to see the next port, so to speak. I thought it'd do you some good to feel needed again.
Tell me the truth.
Good
That's fine.
intention or not, warn me when you're going to get me in trouble next time. I'm on Corfu to avoid all that.
Right. A few of our clues still remain on the island.
Do appreciate about Assassin's Creed series. It taught me a lot about the culture and the history of different places.
Put a lot of
Different
work
regions of the
into
world.
those.
Yeah, I must admit the historical side of things and learning more about cultures is really good.
Real clues? I found this letter.
I think that's where Discovery tours were really good as well in the later Assassin's Creed.
Ancient Dorian dialect. I can read parts, but it's not spoken. And most of its stories have died with its speakers. Remarkable.
What does it mean?
I don't exactly know, but it alludes to a story I heard once. It told of a sunken key in a temple off the coast of Corfu, near a small island.
Ah, oh, keys always unlock something.
They do always unlock something. That's generally how keys work.
A sunken key. that doesn't narrow it down when you're surrounded by water.
On an island as well.
You were a little reluctant at first, huh? But now, this is for real.
When I first played Odyssey, I thought Biardus was old. Biardus because had the same similar
exactly
beard.
the break
You went
I
on the
had in
beards and
mind.
thought they were similar.
I came here to
So you
get
thought they were the
away
same
from
person.
everything, remember?
But
Easy mistake to make, I suppose, if you're into your
We're
beards.
involved now. Whether I like
Do any
it
of your
or
pets? No, we don't. Mainly because, well, before I got hurt, no one was ever home. So we don't have any.
An old colleague of mine, a professor, lives on the island. He may be able to translate the letter's true meaning.
You have 3 dogs, Kathy. Oh, wow. So I love dogs.
I'll meet you there.
I'd love to have one.
Barnabas,
But
you take him.
before I got
I'm sure
hurt,
the
we were never
pirates will be
home.
looking for that letter.
It wouldn't be fair on the dog to be at home on its own all day, so we didn't. Yeah, dogs are amazing. What breed are they, Kathy?
So this is turning into Barnabas' vacation, is it?
It is turning into Barnabas' vacation. You want to have 2 cats and a dog. Why 2 cats and a dog? Well, we have got Corfu Grease. Again, we'll only change gear if it is legendary. Multiple quests accepted. So let's have a look at these quests, shall we? So, not all treasures should be found. Enter the sunken temple and retrieve the key. Find the remaining clues of the treasure hunt. Okay. So there's 2 quests to do. That's fine. And then what have we got here? Enter the sunken temple and retrieve the key. The sunken temple is located in the heart of Corkia. I'm assuming there. It is west of the Ponte Canosis Islet. Well, I think that's the islet. I think that's what you call that. So I think it's there, possibly. There'll be a hole in the ground, would be my thinking. Sunken temple and all that. But I could be wrong. But we'll head there first. We've done cleared everywhere else. So yeah, I'm guessing that's where we head. We'll go and have a look. Bears actually come from the dog family. If you look back in the history of their origin, it's like how humans, so the monkeys, but we originated from fish. Well, everything originated from a type of fish species, didn't they? Because that was the first, I want to say mammal, but mammals is probably the wrong word, but that was the first creature to come onto land after dinosaurs were extinct. Or it might be before, I might be getting confused. But when they were the first things to come onto land, like they called out the sea. I remember something like that. Okay, we may be going the complete wrong place, but I've got a feeling it's that. Because isn't that called an islet where the seawater is trapped when it goes out? I think that's called an islet, but I could be completely wrong. It's quite cool though. The scenery in Odyssey is brilliant. Golden beaches. 2 Chihuahuas and 1 Australian Shepherd. No, I love Australian Shepherds. I love German Shepherds as well, to be fair. Okay, so is this the place? No, it's not. It's the heart of Corkia, which isn't here. There is treasure to be had. Just there. So we'll clear the treasure while we're here. But this isn't where we need to be heading. There's somewhere else. We'll grab the treasure. There we go. So we'll head to the viewpoint then. See if that gives us anything else. At least we're clearing the map as we go. So we're looking for an islet. So maybe I was wrong about what that bit where the water retains is called then. Maybe it's not an islet. Hello, Mr. Goat. Okay. Head to the high point and then we'll look from there. One thing that I question about reincarnation, why are we only reincarnated on Earth? Why can't someone be reincarnated onto another galaxy planet? Which can hold existence life. You don't believe in reincarnation? That's a good point. It depends. Obviously, if you believe in reincarnation, or you believe in reincarnation back to where you came from, I think it's something like that, isn't it? This is the Hilltop Ruins. Okay. Another chest. I'm waiting for this legendary gear, but I don't think we're going to get any. Okay, we need to climb up here for the viewpoint. Is there anything else to pick up? A few bits. There's a horse here. We may have to start using that to get around a bit quicker. Okay, viewpoint it is. We can climb everywhere, so climbing up isn't an issue. Before we do it, let's have a look at the view. Look at that. So they've obviously built this island as part of the game, but it was done years after the game released. And I like the fact, despite being able to do better graphically now, although it's amazing anyway, they haven't changed the style. It's very in keeping with Odyssey and its original style, which I like. You love you don't like chihuahuas. Your first pet was a German Shepherd. You don't like chihuahuas and poodles. You like golden retrievers, husky and shepherds. You love German Shepherds. I like all dogs, so I would have one of each breed if I could. Don't blame you there at all. Okay, the Hilltop Ruins is cleared and synchronised. Where are we heading? So, this place was called Leicester Cross Settlement. It's not there. That's Elias. It's in the heart of Corkia, so it could be there. Is west of the Pontkanosis islet. I apologise for pronunciation. So this could be the islet then, maybe. I don't know. Ah, no, hang on. I've not looked at the map properly, have I? This is called Heart of Corkia, and it's located in the heart of it. So I'm guessing there. There's me not looking at the map correctly by the looks of things. So we've got to head to the heart, which is right there. I'm ignoring the picture. I hadn't looked at the map properly. I thought the map ended here. But it doesn't, it just changes. So we'll head here first. We might as well clear these as we go. And make sense to do them while we're here. I was going to use the horse, but now it's not here. And I can't for the life of me remember how to call the horse. So I'm not going to attempt to. I'm just going to run. We'll get to see more that way. But yeah, we'll clear the question marks on the way to the heart. I don't know why, I just thought the map ended where the screen ended. It doesn't. I like all your dogs are rescues. Oh, nice. Do all dogs smell like French toast? They definitely don't smell like French toast, no. This is a farm. We've got one treasure to loot here. So we'll just mark it up so we can find it quickly. Where's my treasure? There it is. Miami humans have odor. Dogs' odor smells like French toast. I just couldn't say no, knowing what was going to happen to them if I didn't take them. When it says, oh, take them to Kathy, she'll take care of them. That's the problem though, once the people know that you're likely to take these animals in, you can become overloaded with them, can't you? If you're talking about smells of animals, Cass, here's one for you. So, a while ago now, I worked in a zoo. Not as a zookeeper, I did other stuff in the zoo, like I ran the kitchen, helped build enclosures and that kind of stuff. The odd feeding of animals, but I was no way an animal keeper. But we had a binturong come in from another zoo, and binturongs smell like popcorn. Fun fact. I'll take your fact, and I'll raise you, Cass. I'll raise you that binturongs, if I can say it correctly, smell like popcorn. That's what I'm raising you. Dogs have the ability to count. Well, I've raised your fact. Okay, next question mark. Well, at least we know where we're heading now. Just got to find the quickest route. Like always, we're going to clear everything we can. We did this on Valhalla as well with bear crossover. We'll always try and clear everything. I've got a feeling we're not going to get this finished today. Why are we? How close to our target? Okay, interesting. Sharks. I didn't think the temple was here. I thought it was in the heart, and we're not in the heart. Okay, that wasn't quite what I expected. There are sharks underwater as well.
Near a small island off the coast of Corfu. I must be close to the
So I was
key.
wrong with where I thought we was heading. Completely wrong. This looks to be where we're going. Can't talk to her. I was going to say hello. Okay, we're going to have to dive down. We have got sharks underwater. There was... Yeah, we can take some of the health down. Okay. We didn't do this that much when we played Odyssey because I felt it was a bit of a cheat to be able to shoot them from above. But at this point, I don't want to die. But I can't also aim for anything for this for some reason. Right, one down. Oh, come on, how am I missing so much? My aim is completely off. Right, there we go. Let's go. Swim. I haven't got the staff equipped, have I? There's 2 lost treasures in here, supposedly. Can't see where I'm heading. If I run out of oxygen, I'm in trouble. I may just have to equip the staff, though. That would be the way around it, wouldn't it? Keep an eye on the oxygen. I may have to equip the staff. That allows us to swim on the water indefinitely. Or we're going to need to find oxygen somewhere. Right, I don't think there's anything here. There's a chest here. Spartan javelin. Come on, I need oxygen. That was lucky. Right, is that the only chest on the water? Have I missed one? Is there going to be one in here as well? Still an exploration area. So I think he is in here as well. So we think we got lucky. Throw you facts, you love them, but I don't like fact checkers since most of them are ironically based. When I was in school, people said I was one of the dumbest students, so I spent most of my teenage life just learning facts and researching topics. Yeah, I think you went a little bit OTT, yeah, but that's not a bad thing. Like I think I've said it before. I had a really close teacher of mine. He wasn't, you know, he wasn't a family member or something like that, but he was someone that, you know, looked out for me, gave me some advice and stuff when I was younger. And one of his biggest bits of advice that I remember all the time is every day you should learn something new, because that way you've not wasted a day. It doesn't matter what you learn as long as you learn something. If you don't learn something new every day, you've wasted a day of your life. That was what he taught me, and I stick to that. I still try and learn something new a day. It could be something simple, like you meet a new person and you learn something about them, or it could be interesting facts that Cass brings us. But it's always something new. It's something I've tried to keep with as well. Okay, there's a rope going across. There's something up there. I hate snakes. Snakes. They weren't as bad in this. It was Origins. They were horrendous. I hated snakes in Origins. Right, there's something there. There's also something along there though. Let's head up. Is the treasure up here?
This is it.
Yes, it is.
Now to meet Herodotus at the
So we
professor's
have our
house.
key.
I hope they found what this key unlocks.
I'm hoping they found what the key unlocks as well. For all the trouble we've had to go to. I've just remembered there's no full damage in this, is there? Because I'm so used to full damage now. Not having any seems really weird. Okay, I think we can come out this way. Your English teacher, Miss Julie, used to get bullied by kids in my school, and her favourite student was me. She's the only one who could care about learning English. She was, I think you've mentioned her before, haven't you, being British? Considering she probably gave up quite a lot to go there to teach people English as well. You know, it's not fair on her, is it? Or wasn't fair on her. Okay, we are miles away from where we need to head, supposedly. still got four more clues to find according to this. So we're heading back. Where are they? Oh, they're all the way up there. Oh wow. Okay. We'll go to here, clear that location, and then I think we'll ride through this bit if we can, because they're quite a long way away. We'll clear the question mark while we're here. I think that's the best course of action currently. Yeah, I thought you had. But yeah, it's unfair on her. She probably gave up family and stuff to go there and teach English. And to be treated like that isn't very nice. But then we had her at school as well. We had an RE teacher who was absolutely fine, to be honest. There was no issues with her at all. But people, because they didn't like RE, used to have a go at her in the lesson. It was horrendous. And it's only when you're older and you look back on it and think, actually, she shouldn't have been taken. People shouldn't have treated her like that.
I should try
but they
to stay
did.
out of sight.
Okay, we have a load of enemies here to deal with. We're going to clear the camp, obviously. It's an overtaken camp. These aren't normal people, are they? These aren't the soldiers who already fought. These are other people by the looks of it. What else have we got in here? People being held hostage, I would say, by the sounds of it. I probably will just walk in and fight, because we know we're at that kind of level. What I'm going to try is what we tried before and failed at. Let's try... So we killed one, so we could chain it because we killed one. So yeah, you only can chain it if you kill. If you don't kill, you can't chain it. But it does work as a skill, so you just want to make sure you kill them. Feels really weird going back and playing this again, considering how long ago it was we did it. I've said that a few times, I know. Well, he's on fire. We're on fire as well, to be fair. Should have worn our hat that protects us from sunburn, shouldn't we? We're on fire. Definitely mistiming the block. Right, have we cleared them all out? Have we dealt with them all? I think we have. I wouldn't say the fighting's hard, it's just difficult to get used to. We're so used to a different playstyle at the minute. It's like when we go back to Valhalla. It does take me a little while to get back used to the controls. Right, there was one treasure we still need to collect here, which is up here. And then we've cleared this question mark at least. We could be a bit more sneaky and actually go in quietly, to be fair. Like we used to. I didn't see what we actually got from that treasure. Nothing brilliant by the sounds of it. Alright, we're going to call the horse. I need to think what button it is. I think it's triangle. Because we know we're heading next. It's not triangle. There we go. I can remember the button. And this is our horse from Hades. Hence the red eyes.
Come on.
So I'll catch up with chat quickly. She hated her experience here, but I'm sure she remembered me since I was the only student was nice to her, and even the girls here were rude to her, sadly. She was an old woman. Okay. Last time I mentioned her, I said she really loved the fact I knew about Queen Victoria. And yes, that was it. Yeah, you played Syndicate. That's how you knew about it. Yes, I remember you saying now. Right. Go into the Professor's house. Still got this other mission of finding the clues. I'm curious about that mission. We've got boars after us now. Should be right. Okay, we're nearly here. Horse of the Underworld, we're not going to die from a full army, to be fair. Okay. So they're over there somewhere. there in a second. So we navigate. So this is Corciopolis. Okay, we'll get off. Let's go and find out what the guys are. With a lag as it autosave kicked in there. I'm assuming we can just walk in. I think we're okay. Viewpoint dead ahead as well. Music's really kicked in now, hasn't it? Ghost of Tsushima for you. I'm already played Watchdog though. Because my other half got it at such a good price, I've already got. She went and bought the games for me. I hadn't even mentioned it to her, and she went out and got them and said, you know, it's got an amazing deal on these three. I don't think you played them. So I've already started recording it. But yeah, Ghost of Tsushima's on my list. And if I'd had the choice, I probably would have done it first. But it was the fact she went and got them and out off her own back and said, here you go. Give them a go. Otherwise, yeah, Ghost of Tsushima would have been first. But, you know. But Ghost of Tsushima, I'm assuming you guys want to see in a live stream rather than episodes, aren't you? So we need to wait until the Assassin's Creed are all done anyway, to be fair. Ghost of Tsushima's Red Dead 2's graphics and Assassin's Creed's gameplay. Oh wow, okay. I'm looking forward to trying, like I say. But I'm assuming you will want to see Ghost of Tsushima as a live stream. So, in fact, we don't want to start anytime soon because we've still got Assassin's Creed to do. And I want to finish all the Assassin's Creeds off before we start another big playthrough. I don't want us to start trying to mix and match. Obviously, we've got Valhalla's DLC in March. Horizon Forbidden West. We have to make that decision. Are we going to wait, or do we get it on release and stream it and hold off and pause Assassin's Creed again, or do we do mix the two streams together? You know, we've got all these decisions to make in March anyway. There's quite a lot of decent things coming out that some of them I don't mind waiting on, but there's some I'd rather play sooner rather than later. So it's a tricky decision to try and decide. But yeah, I obviously want your guys' opinions on that. And similar to the opinion I asked in Discord earlier.
What happened here? What are they?
About so they're meant to meet us here, and they're not here. I put in the Discord earlier about what we do with Revelation. So tomorrow evening, my plan is the stream will be the DLC. We've got a couple of trophies we're going to have to grind out to try and achieve what we need from them. It's 2 missions that I think are going to be quite difficult to do. So because of that, I kind of miss what he said because I'm just talking away. Because of that, I'm considering.
Won't budge.
Okay, there's something the other side, isn't there? Okay, there's another way in. Is there another way in? There is another way in. There's a door there. Just follow the door. Oh, you can't get in, but I can shoot the barrel. This reminds me of Valhalla, doesn't it? There we go. Reminds me so much of Valhalla, that. But yeah, so I'm wondering whether we should do the live stream of DLC, get that completed, and then move on the Black Flag while I try and finish it and get the platinum on my own and then record it, obviously. Like we said we're going to do with Brotherhood, and I'm trying. Or do you guys want to see me grind in a stream? That's the question. Yeah, live stream Ghost and Witcher. Yeah, Witcher as well. We've got to do that. So we're going to do it. Then we decide all the platinum playthroughs of this, of Assassin's Creed. So it's decisions. I said this to my other half. There's always something to think about. It's not as simple as we're just going to do this today.
Looks like they were dragged north of the city.
Right, so they've been dragged by the sounds of this. We're looking for one more clue. Is there one? I've gone away from the bit we're investigating, so if there's something we're missing here.
I should be careful. High security here.
Something round there by the looks of it. I don't know why it said high security. Didn't... How do they... Trying to figure out how we get into the building. I didn't see a door... No, that door we can't get into. What about... No, we can't get in there, although we can... Where's the door? The other clues in there. Hang on a second. Just double check there's no door this way. I'm like that. I'm thinking of Valhalla when I think things like that. I think if we break it, can we go in? Right. I wonder if we can climb over. Yeah, there we go. There's the climb over point. Can't quite see what's going on. Right, last clue.
Sailors use this kind of rope.
Wait for the prices to drop for Horizon.
So not the type used
There
by
is that.
soldiers.
I don't mind playing it late as long as we play it. That's the big thing. I love how in Valhalla you can completely change the controls to fit according to how you like them. But yeah, see, I didn't touch the controls, but yeah, I like them. It's always nice to have that option, though, isn't it? Grinding a stream is more of a journey. True. It's also good having a student grow based off the things you teach them and the knowledge you provide. Especially them getting better than you. And then imagine what having kids would be like. Having a student makes you feel. I know what you mean. Like, my little boy, I play him games. I started teaching him chess. He's a little bit young. But whenever we play a game, I don't let him win. But when he does win, via fluke, luck, or anything else like that, the look on his face makes it all worthwhile of actually giving him a good, true match at something, if that makes sense. I know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, making him work for it, the look of how happy he is makes that worthwhile. I can't just let him win. That's not the way I am. Right, we need to find and rescue Herodotus and the Professor. We have got things to clear here. Currently, a mission is taking us somewhere else. So Herodotus and the Professor were dragged to the northern part of the city. Okay, the pirates hide in the slums in Corfu. They have easy access to a boat. Well, surely it's going to be the shipyard then. Maybe we're going to clear this because we have to go there anyway. The clues seem a little bit basic, to be fair. I don't remember Odyssey being that easy with clues. Maybe it was and I just didn't notice at the time. But I'm starting to feel like the clues were a little bit simple. Okay, are they here or am I looking in the wrong place? Because this is a shipyard. Obviously there are enemies here. But it's not highlighting this as where they are. I did miss a treasure back there, but that's not a massive issue. That's the shop for the Orcleon we don't spend. So they were dragged north and they've got access to a ship. So I would say shipyard, but it hasn't come up to say they're here. And normally it would. Oh, there it is. It has now. There they are. So not in the main shipyard itself, although this is a red area. So we don't actually need to clear it just yet. I'll hold off. Or should we? No, we might as well clear it now. We're here, aren't we? Let's clear it now while we're here. There's down. That was my last chain. Worked pretty well though. Why is that's the civilian, isn't it? I'm not killing the civilian. No way am I killing the civilian. I'll go away, civilian. I'm not attacking the civilian. Right, there is treasure here we need to find, and captains as well. Right, there is a treasure over here. Go into that. Not sure where the captains are. Oh, treasure's inside the boat. Okay, it's not something we can use, it's not legendary, annoyingly. I love that. I do love that skill. We definitely use it like we did back originally, where we used it a lot. Right, this is one. We've already killed one of the captains. Actually, I didn't realise we'd already killed him. And the second one is down. I will catch up with chat in a second. I was going to say, there was another soldier here. Right. At least that's that area clear. There's still a couple of question marks nearby, but we'll get to those. What happened? If your son wins a chess, he has more IQ than me. Yeah, he hasn't won yet. When I learned chess, my dad taught me to play chess. And the minute I beat him for the first time, he never played me again. That was like handing over the baton and saying, "You're ready." It was really weird, but yeah, he would never play me again after that. Once I won for the one and only time. So I think it's quite cool. But that was always his lesson. That's how we did it. My dad's name is Joy, and our family name, if you were to read the definition of during ancient times, has two meanings, Joy and Son. That's quite cool. Basically, my dad's name is Joy, and I'm Joy's son. That's quite cool. Research more on your family. See, I don't speak to my family. I haven't done from a young age. So, for me, I have no interest in researching them. I know enough. But that's a completely different story I'm not going to get into. But yeah, I don't speak to any of my family. And haven't done for a very long time.
This must be the place. Check the warehouse.
Right, we'll check the warehouse. Are they here? Was he climbing the stairs like we were? I think he was, wasn't he? But yeah, learning your history is quite cool though. Things you can discover that you would never have known otherwise. I know people that have done it, and some of the things they've found is amazing, really, about their family history and stuff. Okay. There's another captain still to kill, and 2 treasures. And obviously, we're here to rescue people as well, but let's just find what else we need whilst we're here. I'm sure they'll survive a minute while we, you know, just do everything else. Where were they? I'm trying to think where they are. Right, there's a treasure up here. We're going to grab. I missed it a second ago by the looks of things. There we go. I'd like to clear this before we find them. Be ideal. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, there's another treasure in here. I understand you personally, I don't like my dad's side of the family. They have extreme ego and they think they're British, even though they clearly aren't. I get along with maternal side more. I think everyone has their favourite side, don't they, in that regard? But yeah. Yeah, no, my decision not to have anything to do with it is my decision. I made consciously, so it's one of those things for me. Whereas my other half family, especially her dad, are all really close. And for them it's a bit weird that I have nothing to do with mine. But, you know, everyone has their reasons for these things. But yeah, if anyone ever said to me they want to disown their family, my advice would always be, you know, you should really try and talk it out. Because once you make that decision, if you're stubborn like me, you don't go back. I didn't want to carry him, I just wanted to loot him. I haven't put him down yet. Okay, there was a treasure chest nearby. I can't remember where we got it up. Deal with these two quickly. I will say right now, I know we are getting hit, and obviously we died when we had no armour, but I'm not finding the fighting enjoyable. I don't know why, but for some reason it just isn't. I think it might be because of the gear we've got on. But yeah, I'm not finding it enjoyable. It's a chore more than anything else, which is weird.
There sure is a lot of mark. Maybe the pirates smuggled it out of the quarry.
Right, so it sounds like they've smuggled them out of the quarry. So we've got to try and figure out where they've gone next. We still need to get one more treasure from this area. I did mark it up, I think. Treasure. He's over there. I think it counts as the same area, I'm pretty sure. So we'll head there and grab the treasure before we leave. And then we will call our horse again if need be. This should be another question mark cleared as well. No, that wasn't the question mark cleared. I have missed a treasure in the original place. So let's quickly go back. There's no point in leaving it. We might as well clear it while we're here. I don't know how I managed to miss it. So it's upstairs in here. I swear I looked around up here. What did I miss? I swear it's telling me it's there. Or am I being really silly? Interesting. It's here, I don't know where it is. Right, let's get down the ladder. Let's go outside. Can't get out. I thought we could break the doors to be fair, but we can't. Right, where is my treasure? It is there. Oh, so it's on the 3rd story, which we can't get to from inside, I don't think. So there must be another way up. I say that. Where's my way in? Have I missed a ladder or a climb point maybe? So if we go up here... Yeah, it's right up where we actually climb up. That's why I didn't see. I wasn't looking up. Must remember to look up more. Whoa, we got a new bow. So now we can change it. Obviously, unless it has some really cursed abilities, and we probably won't. But we actually can change bow. I will give it a quick save in it as well. We'll save first. Mainly because we can't save in a red area, aren't we? Okay. Always forget that. Right, inventory, bow. Let's have a look at this. Nothing else is worthwhile changing, but this may be. No, we're not doing it because I've just seen what the bad side of it is. So the good side is obviously it's a higher damage, it's a higher level than our current. Second side, legendary bow. Arrow shot with his bow seem to always find the softest spot on the solid heads. I like that. But it has a minus 200 plus 200% headshot damage, but minus 100% warrior and assassin damage. Now, we can't one-shot enemies easily anyway. I'm not losing that amount of damage. All you need for life to exist is the right atmosphere conditions and the correct level of gases, like how it's on Earth. Our planets... Oh yeah, no, they've found planets that are similar. But I don't think we're technologically secure to go and inhabit these places. Not really. We're massively ahead of the times, but there's still more we need to learn to do, like a sustainable power source is the big thing. So although we're in a good position on Earth, if we went elsewhere, whether we'd survive or not would be a big question. Plus getting to these places is not the easiest thing, is it? You do believe aliens 100% exist? It's really off topic, I know. So I'm sharing stuff. No, it's absolutely fine. Okay. So we've missed the question mark in here. We better go, before we leave, let's clear the question mark. So we know this is done, because so far we've cleared everything as we've gone. We're heading to there, the heart, which is where I assumed we were heading to start with. But before we head there, let's clear the last question mark. I want to kind of clear as we go. I just think that's the normal style. I don't want to change it suddenly now. So one question mark to clear. Yeah, a little bit off topic, but all good. To be fair, it's the random conversations that are the best ones, I think. Okay. I'm assuming it's going to be a treasure or something I have to grab. It's not going to be anything major, I don't think. Although I could be wrong. I love how each game has its own lore, but in real life, our lore is literally history. So we need to say to someone with the interest in history. Yeah, absolutely. That's a very good point, actually. Yeah, our lore is the history that we know. But then we're all the product of our past. Without your past, you wouldn't be you. So your past is important. That's what I normally say to people that think they've, you know, had a bad time in the past. The past makes you. Without it, wouldn't be you. So don't worry about the past. Use it to go stronger. Right, we do need to kill someone here. There's a captain we need to take out here. Okay, what else do we need to clear over here? Captain, ancient tablet, loot the treasure. There is a tablet here as well. I didn't mean to do that. I should have done the assassination while I was there, but I missed it. It's down. There's a treasure here. Hello, Captain. So far, the 2 new weapons we gained have cursed abilities, which aren't brilliant. I so want to change weapon as well to something different, but yeah, without the cursed effects, I don't want to change weapon. Because although the fighting is easy and not a chore, it's not that easy. Like, it's not one hit down. We are still getting damaged. I think the armour's stopping us taking too much. So if I remember this armour, I think one of the abilities of this armour is we take a hit, we become invincible for a time, for like a few seconds. Right, Captain is down. We're looking for the tablet next. Tablet, where are you going to be? On the bench. That's what. So this is the second of 5 clues, I believe. Father of history, friend to you, Greece, Corfu. Seeking the Oracle of Delphi, looking for your family instead of your answer. You met a wise storyteller. Go forth to the north, find me in Apollo's grass. Where all those snakes in the grass? So these tablets are telling our history, which is quite cool. Telling all the different things we've done. You're writing really long messages tonight, Cass. I have to keep stopping to read it. Normally, I can read it as I go. I can't keep doing that at the minute. I have to keep stopping. I saw a video which said time travel to the future is hypothetically possible. You can factually never travel back in time. It's a good point. Death is kind of scary though. Imagine infinite darkness and no sense of what's happening and how the characters in your life are anymore. But see, this is where I will question that. So, I know what you've just said is correct in a way, the eternal darkness. But are you conscious of it? Because no one can die and come back and tell us. So, say you did die. Are you aware that you're dead? Are you aware of the eternal darkness? Or is it just... that's it, you're not aware? Because no one can tell us that, can they? So, if you're not aware of the eternal darkness, then it's not going to matter. But then what happens? It's one of those weird things, isn't it? Right, we know we've got to head. We're going to go and head to the heart. We've cleared everything there now. And cleared over here. So we're heading over here. Which is the heart of the island. Heart of Corfu. Again, we'll call our horse just to speed things up. How long we got? We've got about 15 minutes left of the stream. So we'll see how far we get. We can overrun a little bit. I don't want to overrun too much. We are live in the morning with Genshin Impact as well. With a new update will be live for us. But that's scary because you never get to experience life again. Good point. Yeah, you don't get to experience life again, but what happened? But how do you know you don't? That's the weird thing, isn't it? No one knows. I'm trying to force the horse to climb where it doesn't want to climb. Scary how it's just one-time thing that we all experience. But yeah, it's one of the one-time things we all experience but can never talk about. It's like a question to a quiz, or a riddle, isn't it? What one thing does everyone experience but can never talk about? Right, this is a quarry. I'm assuming we're allowed in, but I don't know for sure. It's an exploration area. No, we're not allowed in. There's 2 loot treasures, 1 ancient tablet. I think there was 2 captains as well. And other bits and pieces. I do like that ability. It does work perfectly. I might have to kill the dog. Is going to run away. Go away, dog. If it doesn't attack me, I'm not going to hurt it. Right, we kind of just walked into the fight again rather than actually taking our time. Okay, we are dying a little bit. Thought I'd use a different ability for a minute. Right, another one down. Big guy next. I love the gold on the top of his clubs there. I think that's quite cool. I don't remember seeing that before. Wish we were all like cats so we could have 9 lives. That's a good point though. But how do they know they have 9 lives? Like, what determines 9 lives? Okay, I think we did well. I think we took everyone out. I think we can now do what we need to do here. So, we're looking for treasures. There's a tablet to find as well. I think there's some people to help escape as well. Ah, this is the tablet by the looks of it. So, wine time, Greece Corfu. Stranded and alone, this merchant lent you his wits, gave you a hand and said everybody benefits. From here go west to taste what's fine. Find me where wine meets the divine. That was the guy who took us in as a child, wasn't it? Right, we need to find 2 treasures, 2 captives, and then we'll go and actually look for our friends. We'll clear the area first. So captive there, where's my other captive? There, that's 2 captives and a treasure, perfect. So 2 captives, 2 treasures, then we'll find the actual mission we're doing. I do need to give an eye a bit on time. We're okay for the minute. And then we're going to have to decide when we're going to come back and carry on this, because obviously we're not finishing it tonight. Tomorrow morning's Genshin Impact, and then tomorrow evening is the DLC of Revelations.
No, it can't be.
That can't be. Okay, I'm not going to check it yet. I'm going to get the other treasure first, I think. But yeah, that looks like it's our friend. They can't have killed one of them off, surely. Where's my treasure? There. Right. Surely they didn't. I can't have killed off a main character. Or someone that felt like one anyway. It wasn't really a main character. It looks like Herodotus. After all this time, I finally found the treasure, all thanks to your friends. Treasure is nothing without the key that imprisons it. I have the storyteller, and I'll spare his life if you hand over the key. Bring it to the mountain near the overgrown ruins, or the next dead body will be his, the captain. Oh wow. So we did kill him. That's Herodotus. It looks like him. I'm pretty sure. It looks like he is.
Poor Professor.
Yeah.
I'll come back for you. But thank the gods it wasn't Herodotus. I have to find him.
Oh, so it wasn't Herodotus. It looked like it was. But it wasn't. Okay. We have got about 10 minutes. I don't know how long this is going to take. Where are we heading next? We're heading all over here. There is something to take over there. We still haven't even gone to the top bit yet. We'll clear the next question mark and then we'll look at time and maybe it's about it, I don't know. Which if it is, and we'll pick a time to come back. Obviously we've got Saturday evening stream. I haven't actually decided what we're doing yet, because I weren't sure how we'd do with Revelations. I don't know, Cass, to be fair. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see. We've got to decide what we're doing Saturday. So we've got the rest of the week to decide. See if we're going to be this again Saturday evening, or depending on Revelations DLC, it could be that, or it could be Genshin Impact. That's kind of the choice at the minute. Kathy's still here. But yeah, we'll clear this question mark, and that will probably be it for the time being for tonight. A vineyard. We've got to find a treasure. I say this. This treasure's nice and quick. Maybe not. Where is the treasure? It's gonna be up there. No, it's not gonna be up there, is it? I highlighted an enemy, but we've got a treasure here. Nothing's showing up, so I think it is showing up now. It's gonna be up in the house. There we go. There's the treasure. So the enemy's showing up at dogs actually, so that's not an issue. Let's go and grab the treasure. We never did spend any of this Orclium core, sorry, not core. Orclium ore. Similar to the things in Valhalla we don't use as well, to be fair. Okay, it's another question mark cleared. I don't know how much is left. And obviously I don't think we're going to finish it tonight. That's the vineyard done. Let's have a look at the map. I'm sure there's going to be lots more places to go. Kathy will be able to tell us. How far through do you think we are, Kathy? The story's kind of going a bit here and there. It's not easy to decipher. We actually missed the question mark down here as well. Just in. Opals, that's the word I was after, Kathy. Thank you. My wording, I can really forget words sometimes. But yeah, how far would you say we're through this? Would another 2-hour evening stream do it, do you think? I'm enjoying it, don't get me wrong, I'm just curious. We did miss a question mark there we do need to clear. Obviously we've got to go and meet the captain over here. There's a question mark there, and we've got this whole area up here we haven't even explored. Story-wise, I thought we'd get more answers about why Cassandra was in Valhalla, and we haven't got any of that yet. So I'm assuming there's more story to come. Maybe a couple more hours or less. Oh, okay, so another evening stream will probably do it then. Because, yeah, at the minute, we're not really getting any answers to Cassandra being in Valhalla, other than, obviously, what happened at the end of Odyssey itself. That does explain how she's still alive. I don't want to spoil it because we haven't done it. So it does explain that. But I've got some questions of my own, and we haven't seen that yet. More coming. Oh, okay. I kind of assumed there would be. So what I think is, we're not going to really achieve much more tonight. We've got a couple of minutes. So what I'm thinking is, we call it a night now, and we have the choice for Saturday evening, because I haven't actually planned what we're doing. I'm glad I left that open now. So we can either carry on with the crossover story Saturday evening, and see if we can get it finished Saturday evening. Yeah, and if we do it Saturday evening, we can always extend a little bit as well, because I know Sunday, obviously, I don't have to do anything on Sunday. Not that I do much anyway, to be fair. Or we can do Revelations DLC, depending how much we get done tomorrow evening of that. Or Genshin Impact. That's kind of the choice for Saturday. I'm kind of... We're sticking to the plan tomorrow. Genshin Impact in the morning, and then Revelations DLC in the evening. That's going to stay. Obviously Friday I've got physio, so no stream Friday morning, evening or afternoon. But Saturday evening, my thinking is Odyssey. Let's get it finished. Your vote's Odyssey Saturday. Yeah, I'm thinking that as well. It'd be nice to finish it off. And you know, I have the answers now. I think that's probably a good shout, to be fair. I'm glad I left it open now. But as I say, tomorrow morning Genshin Impact, tomorrow evening is Revelations DLC. We'll have a look at that. Still, I've got to think about this decision about what we're going to do with Revelations. Do we do what we're doing with Brotherhood and start Black Flag, or do we hold off and try and grind it in stream? I'm still in two minds. I don't know. Thing is, we probably could do it in stream. It may not be as much of a grind as you think, but I don't know. I'm in two minds. I'm still deciding, to be fair. But I think we're done for this evening. Let's give it a good save. How many hours are we now into this? That's the interesting one. We are 177 hours, 39 minutes, 46 seconds in. That's not too bad. We'll quit the title screen. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting crossover story. Like I say, it's not really giving us much insight to Valhalla as much as I thought it would from the start. There's a different story going on first. I'm assuming we're going to get answers for what happened in Valhalla later on in it. Would make more sense. A very funny start, I must admit. And interesting to see some old characters back again. But yeah, definitely interesting. I'm liking what they've done with it so far. I'm interested to see how they're going to do Origins, and I'm also interested in how this is going to finish. As long as it flows nicely into each other, into all the other crossovers, it will work really well. But yeah, it's nice to go back. It's surprising how much you miss these things once you finish them as well. Odyssey, I enjoyed playing it. The story wasn't the strongest, but I still enjoyed playing it. That's the big thing. Enjoyed it. Thanks. Catch you next time. Thank you, Kathy. Much appreciated. Right, so that is it for this evening. As always, thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. You guys are incredible, as always. We're back tomorrow morning, Genshin Impact, and tomorrow evening, Assassin's Creed Revelations DLC. Enjoy your evening, your afternoon, or your morning, wherever you are. And we shall see, hopefully, some of you again tomorrow once more. Thank you all for watching. You've all been incredible. I'll see you later.